It's almost Christmas time, and it's your boy Stormcat back with another forecast. That almost rhymed. Finally got stuff to talk about. Got winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories, and a cold blast on the way just in time for the weekend. Let's get to it. Taking a look at the radar as of Thursday, December 19th, we've got some snow showers. It's the Clipper system moving through upper portions of the Midwest. We're getting a good amount of snow right now in those regions. Zooming in a little further, we've got Grand Forks, Fargo, Minneapolis, Madison, Wisconsin, all getting in on the snow action. Lansing, Detroit, and areas of Michigan, you're up next. Of course, the snow is staying away from Ohio per usual. Is it too hard to ask just to get something in Ohio? Please. Outside of the Midwest, things are very quiet across the United States. There is very little to no precipitation outside of the Midwest, except on the Pacific Northwest, where you guys are once again getting more rain and snow in the mountains. Now taking a look at the warning map, we've got winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories here in the upper portions of the Midwest. The winter storm warnings are in pink. The winter weather advisories are in purple. So Minnesota, Wisconsin, eastern North Dakota, you've got a lot of warnings at place with a lot of that snow that's falling right now. That snow is going to move out pretty quickly, though. We'll show you in just a second. And then we've also got some winter weather advisories in central portions of Michigan. And just to the south of that, we've got some high wind warnings in South Dakota and northern Nebraska, where winds are expected to crank 40 to 50, maybe even 60 miles an hour, gusting over 60 at times there. Now, by the time we're all said and done, we're going to get several inches of snow in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Let's zoom in on that now. That was me trying to make a zoom in sound. So overall, snow totals aren't going to be incredibly impressive with this system. It is a Clipper, and it is coming from Canada, so it's really limited on the moisture side, but we are going to get a couple inches here, right? I think our bullseye is probably going to be somewhere in Wisconsin, where we do have winter storm warnings, maybe possibly getting 5 inches along the coast. Everywhere else, we're going to get 2 to 5 inches generally across this region in central and southern Wisconsin, southern Minnesota, and then continuing on in central Michigan, we could get a couple of inches of snow. Even down in Ohio, we may get a dusting to an inch. Of course, we're not in the main axis. That is per usual. But we are going to get a couple inches of snow out of this just in time for the weekend. Breaking in with an urgent alert. Make sure if you are watching this video now, you like and subscribe the video. It's as easy as smashing this button, hitting subscribe, watching that beautiful animation, and then hitting the thumbs up. Also, make sure you turn all notifications on so you see anytime I put out a video. And once again, smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. I'm smashing it so hard my mouse broke. That is all. Back to the video. Now, what does the future hold for this Clipper system that's dropping some snow right now? Well, it's going to continue sliding to the east. As it does so, there's going to be another area of low pressure that's going to form off the coast. I'm going to pause it right here. This is Friday, December 20th. So this is tomorrow midday. We've got 2 areas of energy. We've got this area, which is the leftovers of that Clipper system that's going to drop some light snow. And we've also got another area of energy here forming right off the coast. See how the Clipper system and that area of low pressure kind of form a little bit too late in the timing on when those two energies merge, and how close it is to the coast really is going to play a huge role in whether or not we see a significant snow event right along the coast, say in Boston and New York, or it's just rain and some light snow mixed. Right now, looking at the models, the most likely scenario is a rain-snow mix, a lighter snow event with a lot of that heavy snow staying offshore. Zooming in a little bit, this is how it could unfold. Watch this. I'm starting at Friday morning. Check it out. During the day on Friday, that system gets dangerously close. We've got this low down here, and we've got the leftovers from this Clipper system starting to merge, but the GFS model has that low staying far enough away from the coast to where a lot of that heavy snow actually stays offshore. So if the GFS would be right, a lot of the Northeast wouldn't get a lot of snow with this low pressure. And then on Saturday, this system moves on out, and we do get some leftover light snow on the backside. Now, taking a look at the Euro here, this is the Euro 12Z on Thursday, tells a very similar story. We've got some rain that moves up, and actually the Euro has the low well to the east of where the GFS does. So both models, right now, both models have these two energies merging, but they have it merging too far off the coast with not enough cold air on the backside, which is probably going to mean light snow and some light rain just in time for the weekend. I do want to say, guys, the margin of error for this is pretty small. Do see a little bit of a shift with this storm. We could be talking about greater snow totals. Check it out. The big snow bullseye is right off the coast of Maine, so a little bit of a shift to the west. We could be talking about some of those snow totals increasing, but generally right now we're just talking about a couple of inches, especially in western New York, maybe down here in New Jersey as well, and then most others are just going to receive a dusting to about an inch, with the heaviest snow staying well offshore. Just going to show you guys the Euro ensemble. Tells a very similar story. Couple of inches here or there, but the heaviest snow is staying offshore. Now, looking at temperatures, the last video we talked about a cold blast potentially this weekend. That is still holding true. It looks like that Clipper system is going to bring in a lot of Canadian cold air with it into portions of the Midwest, the Northeast. This is the temperature anomaly map on the Euros. So the purple, the blue, the greens, that's colder than normal temperatures. The reds and the grays, that's warmer than normal temperatures. But guys, something really interesting to note is towards the end of this time frame, which is Christmas Eve, I have this animation stopping. Check it out. That cold air works its way off the coast and it's replaced by red. Looks like we may get a torch mist in many portions of the country, where we are going to have a lot of warm air that's going to build up in Canada. That's going to keep the cold air away. And we could get several days after Christmas of warmer than normal temperatures for really a lot of the country. Climate Prediction Center agrees. This is the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. We are going to have very warm temperatures, especially in central portions of the country. A very high chance, a 90 to 100% chance we're going to see above average temperatures in a lot of the country. So I think if you live anywhere in the central portions of the country after Christmas, we're looking at temperatures 5 to 10, even 20 degrees above normal in some spots. Same thing with the 8 to 14 day. Those high temperatures will stick around for really a lot of the rest of the year. So all you snowbirds in Florida, maybe it's time to go north for the winter and pack a swimsuit because it's going to be warm. So with all that warmth could come some risks for severe weather after Christmas. What we're looking at right now is the 500 millibar map, so that's higher up in the atmosphere. I always like to look at this to see if we're possibly going to have some severe weather. So let's just start here on Friday. This trough right here is that blast of cold air that's going to bring some of the coldest air of the season into portions of the Midwest and Northeast. That is going to slide out on Saturday, and then it's going to be replaced by a ridge, generally a ridge in the west. And then check this out, guys. This is when we could be looking at some risks for severe weather. I'm just going to pause it right here. Thursday, December 26th. See that trough right here. This is a trough ejecting into the plains. We're going to have a surface low here, most likely, the trailing cold front, maybe even a dry line as well. That is going to be our focal point for some severe weather on December 26th, possibly even into the 27th as that trough continues to move to the east. We also have another trough that starts to develop as well. So we've got a couple of troughs that are going to try to develop that. The pattern is going to be conducive for a couple of rounds of severe weather between December 26th and the end of the year. So that is one thing we're going to really have to keep an eye on the next couple of days. I will be watching it. I will let you know in the next video when that risk becomes a little bit more clear. Guys, I've been putting out a lot of content lately. Hopefully you've been enjoying the ride. Let me know down in the comments how I'm doing, along with what's your take on the forecast. Well, guys, that's all I got for the forecast. Thanks for joining me. Wow, it's so cold. Look at all this snow. Oh, it's so beautiful. A little cold, though. Time to go bundle up. This is Stormcat 5, and I'll see you on the next one.